This is Jon Cohen at NextLaw, and today I'm talking about new stunt driving laws in Ontario, and this is lesson 3, the radar device. And this video is about the new stunt driving laws in Ontario, the MUMS Act, Moving Ontarians More Safely Act, and it will focus more on what not to do in court rather than the court process itself. So NextLaw.ca, my firm, defends over 500 clients each year with stunt driving charges in Ontario. This means that we do more than double or triple that in phone calls. So out of these phone calls, I've compiled a series of reasons that people give for their stunt driving charges in hopes of mounting some sort of defense. And let's start by understanding how the law sees your stunt driving charge in Ontario. So while most of you may not like hearing the next statement, understand it's not coming from me. It is coming from the way in which the province of Ontario, the prosecutor in court, the actual law views your stunt driving charge. Put simply, the province only needs to prove that you were above the speed limit of 40 kilometers per hour on a road with a posted limit of 70 kilometers per hour or less, or a speed limit of over 50 kilometers on a road of a posted limit of 80 kilometers or more. And that's it. It's that simple. So a common argument against stunt is the officer never showed me the radar. Often a client on the phone will ask if they can get the charge withdrawn because the officer never showed them the radar. They don't believe that the speed is correct. They didn't get proof from the officer when they were charged, and as a result, there must be something wrong with the charges. Now, don't hate me for the next part of this video, but the officer does not have to show you the radar at the roadside. And yes, you heard me correctly. They are not obligated to show you the radar and debate the charge with you at the roadside. They are empowered by the law to rely on the radar and subsequently issue you a stunt driving charge, and this leads you to your immediate 7 or soon to be 30-day license suspension and your 14-day impound of your vehicle. So people often say there's no way I was going the speed that's on my ticket. You know, being charged at the roadside, it's incredibly stressful and can be very confusing, but it is not the time to debate your speed or your ticket. The law has already given the officer the power to charge you, and you will have an opportunity to argue the charge in court, but not at the roadside. So people say, so how can I see the radar reading? Because I don't believe it. Well, the officer is required by law to provide disclosure or the evidence to the court prior to your court appearance or within a reasonable period of time. And this evidence will contain all of the information that will clarify the radar. It usually contains the radar reading, the radar calibration, the details of the roadside experience, and more. And this court is the venue for debating the speed, getting clarity into the charge, and understanding all of the finer details. This information is critical because if there is a major error, there's a possibility now of getting the charge withdrawn. So, you know, people may ask, so that's it? There's nothing I can do? The radar was fine. I can't do anything at the time of the charge? Well, remember, the charge is just the beginning of the legal process. So yes, it's a devastating start because now you have a 14-day car impound and a 7, soon to be 30-day license suspension at the roadside before you even get to your court date. So now is the time to get some legal advice and proceed carefully. While stunt driving may seem like a traffic charge that many people may not take seriously, think more about how you would function if your license was suspended and you could not drive for a minimum of 1 year. Well, think about that. You run the real risk of losing your job or not being able to get to job interviews, not being able to take care of your family, not being able to use a car for emergencies, and 1,000 other reasons. That's how serious this charge can be if it's not dealt with properly. So understand, I'm not telling you here to hire somebody. Rather, I'm telling you this is the perfect opportunity to get free legal advice because a proper law firm that specializes in stunt driving may have a strategy and a legal course of action that can prevent this horrific license suspension that could disrupt your life. And best of all, this call is free. So you can look down at the description below or scroll down below and you can book a free meeting with Dan Joffe or myself, Jon Cohen, and there's no obligation, but that call could change everything.